Okay, now I am all about lead capture all the time as much as possible. So in this lesson, we're going to go through how to easily take one of our chat widgets to put on any website. Now, this site happens to be a website that is actually built inside of EngageMore Pro. This is a real estate website. We have an IDX integration, all of that fun stuff. This is actually my website, as you can tell. And so what I'm going to do is just show you how quick and easy it is to take one of our chat widgets and put it on any website. So even if you don't have a site with EngageMore Pro, you have your own site, maybe you have it on Lofty or KV Core or Easy Agent Pro or whatever. Maybe you made your own site on WordPress. Doesn't matter. As long as you have the ability to add in some code, really simple. I'll show you exactly how to do that. You can put this on any site. So let's talk about the widget itself for a second. So we have different options inside of EngageMore Pro for your widget. And the first option is going to be if somebody comes to your widget, which is here, this is what we're talking about. It's basically an assistant for you to get people to, encourage people to sign up. A lot of times these aren't very useful. I think part of the problem is that they're pretty standard in general for a lot of the real estate companies that set these up for you. And they're not very enticing to get people to talk to you. So for me, I'm all about what can we do to get them interested? So we have to start with a question. In this case, I'm going to show you an example of the AI assistant that I have in here, but you have three ways to do this inside of EngageMore Pro. And the first one is to simply have a form on your widget that will encourage people to sign up and ask you a question. It's not a real-time thing or anything. Someone will sign up. It's just like lead capture form, like a landing page on a widget. Your second option is actually to have it become a live widget for you so that if you had somebody in your office who could be responding to this at all times and you thought you were going to get a lot of activity, you could just have someone available to respond as people are, coming to your site and using the widget. The third way to do this would be through AI. So you have an option to do that here as well. And so the whole goal with our widget that we have already created in an AI version is to help you get appointments, basically. So I'm going to first explore how this works I'm going to go back, before I show you how the AI assistant works, I'm going to go back into the back end and show you your options for how this gets set up and how quickly it is to do it. Okay, so when you come into your account, you're going to see that you have, you're going to go to your sites where all of your marketing stuff is, and you're going to head down to your chat widget. So this is where you're just going to set it up and tell it what it is you want to do. Now here you have options to create your widget, to name your assistant and all of that stuff. So here is the intro message, which is the one you're seeing here. You can also edit the image, put whatever you want here. It doesn't need, this is a standard image here, but you can edit that. I'm not sure I would put you on there. Maybe you could, but if it's supposed to be an assistant, you may not want to put your face on, but you could. Totally up to you. And then you have a greeting. So when they do actually click on this, it will open up and there'll be another message there in the event somebody has already been to your site, because it's putting cookies on the site and recognizing somebody who might have been here already and given you their information. So if they return, it's going to recognize that, which is awesome, and it's going to kind of make it a little more personalized when they come back. Now, on this next tab, you're going to be able to come here and actually say, do I want this to be a SMS email chat? So this means if I do this, it's going to be a form. You see here? That's what it's going to look like. And it's basically just going to lead capture, throw the lead into your CRM automatically. You can have an automatic workflow or drip campaign set up to manage it if somebody does fill this form out, and it'll automatically return an email. But it's preset, so you just have to be prepared for that. It's not anything that's going to engage them over and over again. They're not going to stay on the site and keep talking to you. They're just going to fill the form out and then wait for whatever's going to happen after that. So I encourage you to use one of our workflows that we already have built in here for your chat widget. And so if you're going to go that route. Now your other route, as I mentioned earlier, was to just do a live chat. And if that's going to mean if anyone says anything, it's going to be up to somebody on the back end, a human, to type back, okay? Now, I'm setting this to live chat because if we're going to do AI, it is going to be set at the live chat. So I'm going to leave it there. And then you have a chat window here so you can kind of see how the action, what's going to get the conversation started once somebody clicks on it. So we have the how can we help you today? And then the first thing that you wanted to say, and I've got it set up already to say, are you looking to buy, sell, or rent, right? So just to get them, give me some information, start talking to me. And then you have some settings here that you can set up. You can change the color and all of that. You can actually put some branding in here. I need to put my branding in here for my new website and all that. But if I put that in here, you'll see it at the bottom as a branding of the widget. And then as far as the live chat goes, you'll see what's the first thing this thing's going to say. I'm a believer of kind of being honest with the world out there, because frankly, in the event this thing, because it is AI, doesn't respond exactly the way it should, I don't want to make it look like we're, drunk over here. So that's me, but you don't have to. If this thing's, you're going to have an opportunity to really get a chance to work on the prompt yourself and make it, I 100% believe it will be exactly the way you want it to be. It's pretty responsive now, but you certainly can come in and make it way more responsive for you. Anything that you want to do that. And it just takes a little bit of work, and we certainly will train you on it. But frankly, it's out of the box, works pretty damn good. And so I've got a fallback in the event something just sits here and nothing happens. I also have some settings that we set up, like based on if nobody responds back, that kind of thing. And then there's some acknowledgement settings that you can set up in here on, what's your phone number, how you're going to manage this. Okay. So now I'm going to show you where we're going to go to set up the AI settings, right? So I'm going to go out to my settings on the back, and you're going to see I have Conversation AI right here. Now at Conversation AI, again, you may or may not see this depending on the version of EngageMore Pro you have. I just want to warn you, if you do come into EngageMore Pro and you do have the software, you will have access to do this. You will also be using some of your credits to communicate via the AI, but it's so minute, and if you get a deal out of it, trust me, you're not going to complain about 1 cent of, a communication that went on. I mean, really, it could literally be less than 50 cents to have a conversation to convert it into an appointment for you. So, then you'll have to take and run with it, So we have the bot settings here, which I basically told it. There's some things you can set up here. And then the bot trial is where we're going to train it, but I'm not actually going to do that. I'm going to head over here to the bot training tab and just show you that you have the ability to come in here and add in your website, and then it's going to scrape the data off your site. So we've already done a setup with a Google spreadsheet that we imported into this that is response. So it's reading through the Google spreadsheet for the prompting, right? So it knows what it needs to be thinking about doing. And then I do a little bit of setup here. So, and then we did some testing, and that's what this is. But you'll learn more about the bot, setting up the bot settings and the bot trial and that kind of stuff when you're working it out. But we also have configure intent. So this is where we've got this enabled, and you also have an option to do an appointment booking, but you wouldn't, if you want this to work the best possible way, you'd need to be sure that you use our calendar inside the system, because it's going to be reading from the calendar inside the system to book an appointment. It's totally up to you if you want to use a calendar though, or you can use a third-party calendar like a Google Calendar and just plug in a link, but it's not going to be able to schedule the call based on the calendar that way. So you have a choice. If you use it in here, it's going to be able to read the calendar and set the appointment and tell them, oh, we're firming it up. But here's how we go. This is where we've edited. We've basically gone in and told the system, this is about me. This is what it's about. Make sure that you respond this way and that way. It's a prompt. So it does a really good job of doing this for you, right? And so we'll have this, if you sign up to use this, we'll make sure and help you get it lined up so that you're using it in a way that's going to make sense for you, and we'll help you build this so that it works exactly right for you. So, okay. But you certainly can come in and do what you want with it. All right. So let's go back out to the site now and practice with it. Let's see what happens. I'm here as a guest Doesn't know me from Adam. So thanks for reaching out. Give us a minute. Now, again, I haven't actually reset this since I saved it. I probably ought to do that. Let me see if I can get it to reset. Okay, so we're back on the site here, and what we're going to do is just kind of run some information through here. Are you looking to buy, sell, or rent? Let's say I'm looking to rent today. I haven't tested it for. So it's just waiting. We mostly focus on buying and selling, but we can assist you. Are you looking to rent a property or need information about rental properties in a specific area? So that's up to you. Again, this was a trained bot that we did, but we certainly can help. So I'm going to say yes, rent in Tempe. Let's see what it says. And this is all real time pretty much. I'm not, cutting or anything. We're just letting the thing run and do its thing and respond to us in a manner that we've instructed it to. So that way, hopefully, it'll get it. Got it. We'd be happy to find you rental properties in Tempe. What type of rental are you interested in? Apartment, style, whatever. So I'm going to put single family home in near ASU. Let's see what it says. ASU is our college here, Arizona State University, where I went to college. I'm putting in some filler here for for us. Yes, I went to the party school, and then promptly got out and became a paralegal. So I didn't. I went there for business, and actually I went there originally to become a broadcaster, and then just things morphed over the 6 years I was there. Great choice. How many bedrooms and bathrooms are you looking for in a single family home near ASU? I need 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. So you'll notice what it's doing in this case, because we set the prompt up to do this. I'm trying to gain a little trust with them without just saying, oh, great, let's schedule an appointment first. We really don't want to pounce on people that way. I'd like to learn a little bit about them first. So our goal really is to just get them to give us their information, to be able to schedule an appointment. Thanks for the details. Help you further. Could you provide your full name? Now, it's encouraging this because we want to make sure that we're getting them someone on the team that's going to be able to help them out at this point. So I'm going to just put in some information. Testing bot 2, and then I'll just put testing bot at email.com, and then I'll just put in some phone number. By the way, if you have an email or anything that comes in that's fake, our system will verify it before it tries to email or text them. So hopefully you won't have a lot of bounces and that kind of thing, because you do not want to be sending to bad email addresses and all that. Great, we'll get in touch with you as soon as soon with available listings. When would be a good day and time for an agent from our team to call you? And I'll put how about on Friday at 2 p.m. Let's see what happens when we do that. So again, this is all real time what I'm doing here. It's a really cool thing. See if it takes it, and then it'll probably just confirm, oh great, we'll have someone from our team get back. That's what it's supposed to. Perfect, great. All right, so you'll notice because I don't have a calendar that's built into this, it can't say, okay, we've got it set up on our calendar, because we actually don't have it inside of our calendar. It doesn't know that anyway on the back end, but so it has done its job. So because we've done this, the lead will end up inside the CRM. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to easily add this to your website. So before I go and show you that, I just wanted to show you inside the account. Here is where the lead came in, and you can see the entire conversation has been recorded in here. So I can actually send back messages. So I can email them or text them from here now that I have all their info. So it's all built right into the system to do this. It dumps right in. So if you decide that you want to add the bot to anything, we're going to go over to the sites right now, and I'm going to show you where to get the information. So if I go back over to the sites, I'm going to go back into the chat widget, and I'm going to, up here on the right, you'll see you have 2 options. One is to get it for WordPress. The other one is to get a code. And so this would be if you didn't have a site here at EngageMore Pro. If you have a site that's third party and you want to add it to that, then you'd want to probably grab the code here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that code, and I'm just going to pretend, actually, you know what I think I'll do? Yeah, I'm just going to pretend right now that I've got another site. that I have a site somewhere else. I do have sites somewhere else, but I don't want to mess with going and doing that right now. So I'm going to go to websites right here and show you how this works. So let's pretend that I just have a fake website. So I'm going to go to a sample that I've got sitting here. And I'll, inside here, you have to go somewhere where you're going to be able to add code. So if I go to this first page, what I'd want to do is either put it in the header or the footer, or somewhere that you know that you put code into your particular website. So that's going to be the real key, is that where would it go? You just have to know. And if you don't know, get a hold of your website provider and they'll be able to figure it out for you. But in this case, I'm going to put it on a header that's going to show up on every page, or the footer. So actually, why don't I go ahead and put it in the footer? So you got to make, most websites, the header or the footer is going to show up on all the pages. So depending on where someone lands, you're going to want this thing to pop up. So here is the footer. So I'm going to add in a block that is going to be it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see it, but I'm going to add a block in here. And I'm going to add an element, and in my case I'm looking for code. You might have to look up HTML and add it to your account. Go here, and then I'm going to go here and click on the code, and let me go get this out of the way so you can see. Open the code editor, and I'm going to just paste it in and save it. Now, if you had a site inside of EngageMore Pro, you do not have to go through this. Bottom line, you just don't have to. So what you'll end up doing instead is, and I'll show you how simple it is. Let's go ahead and get this saved. All right, now, but I do want to show you that in the event you have a site in here, you really don't have to worry about messing with code and all of that, because you would just simply go into your settings of your account and scroll down, and you'll see right here there's a enable the chat widget on or off, right? So if I turn it on and I just hit save. Now I've already, I think it came on because I put the code in, but you can just flip this on or off. So I'm just going to leave that. Now let's see how it looks when we go to look at the live version of the site. All right, if I just go visit funnel, and I come here and it should pop right up, and there it is. Boom, done. So it's that easy. So here's the thing. If you have a third-party website, what'll happen is you'll have a CRM with EngageMore Pro. And you're going to want to make sure that all the leads get in over here. Now, if you want to have a chat widget, but you already have a CRM that you want to use, well, this could still work. I do offer a plan where if you just want the chat widget to work for you and do all of this, you can get the chat widget added to your website for a very low price. So it'll be here on the website. So if you want to just do the chat widget, then what we could do is integrate the response of someone signing up, and we can show you how to get your leads from in here over to your other CRM. So if you don't really want a CRM, but you just want the chat widget, you have an option to do that. So make sure that you check into that option, and then we can integrate any leads that come in here to dump straight into your CRM. It would probably have to be done through a webhook or a Zap. We have options to webhook it out of here, or you can zap it out using Zapier. So that's another lesson that I'm not going to go through here, but it's simple to do. So if you want to keep your, say your Lofty or your KV Core sites, but you want to get an AI chat widget on your third-party website, we can do that as well. We can just help you get it all set up in here, and you just wouldn't have all of the stuff that comes along with a regular CRM account. But we definitely could help you with all of that. So, all right. Now, if anything else on this, let us know. But or you have any questions about how all this works, we'd be happy to explain it to you further. So, if you're interested in learning about how to add this to a third-party site, all you got to do is, and you don't want to sign up for a CRM, a full-blown CRM here, just fill out the form here on this page. Down underneath here, there's a button that you can click on, or there's a link you can click on depending on where you're watching this video, and you can sign up for that, and we'd be happy to have you in here and get you going with the AI chat widget. It's so exciting. You need an AI assistant. Everybody needs one, and it's so simple.